Hello, welcome to OMAT. Glad you're here. We're going to get into some essential exercises, but first I want to tell you a little story about my move. I moved recently, which means as I was packing, I noticed, hey, if I pack this, I'm going to need room for it on the other end. And so that really helped me get into more of a minimalistic mindset where I go, well, if I throw this out, I don't have to pay to house it on the other end. My space could be smaller and I end up housing myself instead of all of my things, paying for myself to sleep somewhere, not just all of my clutter. So I'm not saying I'm going to be a full minimalist, the kind that maybe only has like one cup for one person. More power to those people. I think I'm just going to borrow from some of the stuff. And where I am right now is finding space for everything, decluttering, meaning if something doesn't have a space where I can put it away, I either need to find that space or maybe I'm not using it. Maybe there's no space for that here. And this is a mindset. This is a thing that I have not perfected. I'm not sure that there is perfect on this, but every day I get a little bit closer. And every time you ask me for a file and I'm not looking through my email with like the attached document, I actually know where it is. That is such a score. Every time I look at my desktop and it has one less file in it, right there, I love it. So just the mindset, progress, not perfection, borrowing from other people's mindset that seem to be working for them. We try it on, we experiment, we take our clutter and go like, hey, there's a place for it. Try it out. Minimalists also have a thing like, one in, one out, where if you buy something, you throw something out. But mostly right now, I'm working on decluttering, space for everything, nothing on the surfaces as much as I can. And again, if I scan this room, sure, I want to find places for some things. But if I move slowly, it will happen. This has been the least decluttered my life has ever been. And I can say that and move on. Let's move on. Let's get into our present, no matter where the stuff is, because this really could affect you. I mean, it could affect me if my house is chaos. I don't want to do the things that are healthy for me because what's the point? There is a point. Do the minimal stuff to get you on track, even if it doesn't fix absolutely everything. So as we get present, we can get into our first exercise. We can have gratitude even when things are not perfect. We can have gratitude even when things are extra challenging. Let's try that out. Let's see if we can have some gratitude working that muscle right now. Let's wrap for now. Finding water. I do believe that as I get more deep into the practice of finding gratitude, of seeing it a little quicker, I am now surrounding myself more with people who can see what there is to be grateful for. That's a really good feeling. I mean, I'm not doing it to push other people into a direction, but I am pushing myself into a direction where those people are, it seems. Let's go into our meditation. I'm going to have control over my brain for 1 minute. I'm going to be mindful of what it's thinking, and I'm going to decide where that thought goes. And that's what we're practicing here. Let's sit in any comfortable position, eyes opened or closed, and breathe. As we come back, let's find our water. I'll tell you this practice I've noticed recently helps me be more patient. Meaning if I'm at a red light, I take the opportunity to close my eyes and meditate for 10 seconds. Because I could either do that or go, come on, turn green. Meditation is a little lighter on my heart. Let's keep going. Let's write it down. If you are thinking, come on, turn green, write it down and see the difference between that thought in your head and that thought on a piece of paper. Let's write as a practice to when it's time to write, we write. Let's do it. Let's wrap for now. Find the water. Ooh. Did you do that terribly? Fantastic. I love that for you. Let's keep going. Let's get a little more into our body. Let's stretch it out. And if you could stand. I'm going to walk you through a sun salutation. You do whatever poses from the sun salutation you want. Move slowly so your body can tell you when to stop. Here we go. Let's inhale the arms all the way up. First out, then up, looking up, reaching up. Sometimes I bend one elbow and then the other. If you want to do things like that, go ahead. Bend whatever you like. Fold forward. And we're hanging over our feet with a nice rounded back. And when you're ready, halfway lift. Now our back is flattened, parallel to the ground, looking up. Our knees are straightened out. And let's get into the high plank. Plant your spot. Plant your palms down, step your feet back, and then lower all the way down to the ground. Now your front of the body is down on the ground or mat. Push your palms and your chest will come up. Your head comes up, looks up, look up. Let's meet in down dog. Hips up into an upside down V with our body. Maybe take a breath here or shake your head no or yes, loosening the neck muscles. And then walk your feet forward towards your hands as you roll up slow, meeting your palms above the head and exhaling them down to the center of the chest. And maybe with my instruction, I stayed a little bit longer on the down dog or the forward fold, or maybe you stayed a little less in that. It is all you. When your body says, I'm done with this pose, if we're listening, we can hear it. Let's have some water. And then we just follow what our body says. And if you don't know what I'm talking about here, that's fine. Do the movement. Eventually, you will start having that conversation with your body. Let's get into our plank. This conversation goes like this. I'm about to do it. I'm willing. I'm going to do it however I'm able to today. If that means knees on the ground, if that means forearms instead of hands, it doesn't matter. Let's get into that mindset. Get in that ready physical position. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and we're up in plank. Why? That's what we're doing right now. We promised ourselves to try a plank on a daily, semi-daily, whatever you promised yourself. That's 10 seconds that you're into it. If you haven't started, please start now. You will thank yourself later for doing the thing that you said you were going to do. That's 20 seconds. I know this is getting challenging. How do you meet challenges? Let's take that energy into this exercise for 30 more seconds. Show yourself how you can do the thing that is challenging to you. As it gets more challenging, show yourself how you can meet that challenge for 20 more seconds. What's inside of you? Bring it out for this exercise. How do you do that? Muster up the courage to stay here for 10 more seconds. If you came down off your plank, come back up even for the final 5 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and you're done. That is the plank for today. However you did it, come out of your plank, maybe stretch your way back, have some water, and have the knowledge that, hey, this is how I treat challenges. If you skipped it, if you did it, that's a mindset that you're in for today. We're flexible, we're moving on, we're getting into procrastination. Let's break some procrastination. What do you have going on that can just change things a little bit? If you're looking to live that more minimalistic life, find a space for something. Find a decluttering action in this minute, or just take a vitamin. Let's see what we can do in this minute by taking action right now. Let's wrap the task for now. That might be the challenging part. Maybe you're good at starting something, but not good at wrapping it. And that's where we get to practice here. With 1 minute of consequence, I think we can handle it. Let's have some water. Maybe that'll help us move on into our next exercise of connection. It's funny that connection is an exercise, but we know it's a practice to be in touch with people. You actually have to be in touch. So here is our practice. Let's be in touch with someone. Let's say I'm thinking about you, or just broke some procrastination. Here's how I did it. Maybe telling them about your life, or just saying hi, whatever it is. Let's look for some connection right now. Let's wrap for now and have some water. And we really are working that start-stop muscle. Sometimes that's the most difficult thing about getting something done. Starting it or stopping it so we can transition into something else. Let's practice. Let's transition into our final exercise here of aerobics. We're going to move our bodies. Pick an exercise to move with. Walk around, dance around, whatever it is. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, and move around. However you can move around, get going. This is the time to move. Now, if you do this now, you might do it later. That's 10 seconds. What does that mean? That means if I tell myself, hey, in 1 minute, I'm going to get up and go get water. Because I exercise that kind of muscle, I might do it. That's 20 seconds. I might say like, hey, that will take me a minute, and I know what a minute is. I've practiced that. No big deal. I can do it for 30 more seconds. We know what a minute is. And as this exercise gets a little more challenging, we are now practicing meeting challenges for 20 more seconds. I'm going to practice, continue doing this as long as it doesn't hurt me. My practice continues, and that's how I meet challenges throughout the day. For 10 more seconds, I will continue doing this act, knowing that I am building such a strong muscle for 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Congratulations. Great job. No matter how those exercises went, we gave it a go. I'm so glad you took OMAT today.